Welcome, guys. I am Big Dog Gaming, and today we are going to be starting a new Let's Play Kingdom Come Deliverance. This is going to be a very long Let's Play, and we will be playing all of these DLCs also. I don't know if we'll be playing them during the story or after the story, but at one point we will be playing them all. We will also be just. This is an introduction video. We're gonna go through the opening cutscenes and we're gonna activate two quests. That way I will be able to grind our stats up off camera. So that way you guys don't have to sit here and just watching me pick flowers for an hour. It would be kind of tedious. So let's start our new game, and then we will watch the opening cutscenes, and then I will be back with you.
God bless. Same to you. Today's a scorcher.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Mm-hmm. Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother! Get up or I'll come get you up, you slugabed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue. A fine state you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
Now, guys, here we have a couple options. The first two questions that you answer with your mother are going to put one stat point into one of these four categories: speech, agility, vitality, and strength. Each has its advantages, but I always go with double speech here. So I will be back with you guys in a minute.
Nothing much. Me and the lads were just having a chat in the tavern. Some wayfarer stopped by. He was telling us what's going on in the world, and well, I lost track of time.
Well, I hope he didn't fill your head with nonsense. Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me, and it's connected with that scratch on your hand, and that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
You think he's teaching me sword fighting, don't you? What use would that be to me? Here. I'm not lying to you, Ma.
All right, then, if you say so. I don't mean to pry, but you know your father takes a dim view of such things.
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere, as usual.
Mother.
You're nearly a grown man, Hal. Father will pass the forge on to you one day soon. You've been courting that Bianca for months now. Why do you have to keep wasting your time with those two layabouts? They're nothing but trouble.
Is Father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was, and you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Do you need me to do anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
Can I get something to eat?
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
Okay, now we have our first control of Henry. First thing you want to do is eat from the pot. There you go. And now, let's go get that stuff on the table. Yes, I am standing on the bench because otherwise I can't pick this stuff up. It just seems like the trigger is off center or something, and it just doesn't allow me to grab the stuff unless I'm above it. Oh, now we're, see? See where my thing is pointed? And I'm picking up apples? It's way off center. Then we're gonna go into this chest and we're gonna take everything out of it, especially the savior schnapps, because we need them for saving the game. And then in here you wanna loot all the food. And there's a chest over here that we can't unlock yet. We gotta get lockpicked somehow. Then we wanna get all the carrots and cabbage out of here. Then we got more apple bags. More. What's this? Open. Some more stuff in here. Just hit take all on everything. Grab that. No, I want that piece of cheese. Made a piece of cheese. Yeah, cheese. Bread. There we go. And there's some more cabbage here. Just loot all this good veggies. We're not going to carry it with us, but we're going to go put it in that chest that we just looted. Anything? Nope, nothing else. Nothing else. So now we'll go back in here. We'll put all that food in here. Because we don't need to be carrying it all. We'll just move it all. And then we'll go in here and get our lentil soup back and our marigolds and our savior schnapps. And now we will go talk to our father, and then I'll be back with you afterwards.
What's the matter with you, Henry? Didn't you hear me calling you?
Okay, here we have some dialogue. Sometimes you need the powers of persuasion to achieve your goals. When talking to people, you can often choose what kind of impr- um, in, impression, sorry, you want to make on them. Speech, you can simply use speech, which, however, is influenced by the reputation you have at the moment with the person you're talking to. And then, I guess royalty is that next one. Social status is what it is. In the Middle Ages, social status was a paramount. So the quality of your attire and how well groomed you are, together with your reputation, can make a big difference to how people respond to you. Then there's always your strength. If you look dangerous, people will be afraid to cross you and will also be more willing to assign risky tasks to you. That's influenced mainly by your strength and determent effect of your weapons and equipment, but other things are also taken into account, such as bloodstains on your clothes. Then there's the bribe, and you can sometimes rely on money to do the talking for you. You just have to agree on a persuasion sum. Bribing people works in the same way as shopping. And then there's, in special cases, you can try other skills like horsemanship. It's not only the manner of persuasion that's important, but also the specific offer. Because sometimes it's not enough to choose according to your highest characteristics. You have to really read what you're going to say. Next page here. But different approaches work on different people. You won't intimidate a tough brawler easily, and no matter how well you dress, you won't impress the nobility easily. That's because Henry's abilities aren't simply assigned a universal value, but compared with the abilities of his counterpart. You can see the values of various abilities in the game under the corresponding icons. You can always see your own abilities. Your counterpart's abilities are visible it, to you if it's someone you know well, or if you're light, or if you're skilled at reading. Learn the perk empathetic. It's not just about stats, though. The outcome is influenced by other factors your reputation, whether you're dirty or bleeding, etc. If you can't undo the nimble tongue of a merchant, for example, you may want to poison him a little first, and then he will be easier to persuade. Or if you lead a guard away from his friends, he'll be easier to scare. And then it just shows you what your levels are and then what your counterparts' levels are. Back to the cutscene.
Sorry, Father. I was taking a stroll and lost track of time. Somehow I had a feeling I was seeing everything for the first time.
How, my boy? When are you going to get some sense? Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzig, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure I'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
Okay. So, first things first, let's look at this. This is just everything in the game. General, location, events, society, characters, and tutorials. And then that's your inventory. So there you go. And then this is your stats. Main level, strength, agility, vitality, speech, charisma. Your visibility to people. Your noise level, your speed, health, stamina, energy, nourishment. And we have one skill point in main level, so I think we will be picking Scout 1, because we could pick this one, Manly Odor, but it's not good to be smelling, really. Plus it reduces 30% of your stealth skill. And we don't need Night Rider right now because it's not going to be night for a while. We got Wanderer. You grew up in improvised conditions, so comfort of beds is inverted for you. The worse the bed, the better you sleep, vice versa. We'll just go with Scout 1. Okay. Then over here we have your combat skills: defense, warfare, axe, bow, mace, sword, unarmed. Then over here we have alchemy, drinking, herbalism, horsemanship, Houndmaster, meaning that later on we're going to get a dog. Hunting, lockpicking, maintenance. Maintenance is when you repair your own gears. Pickpocketing, reading, stealth. And then over here it'll show you your buffs and then your reputation. Right now we're 100% in Scallots. So as long as you don't kill people or anything, or get caught stealing or anything, or committing a crime, you should still have a pretty high reputation with Scallots when we advance the story. And over here is our quest log, and it tells you what you need to do. And then you have your map. It's where everything is. Okay, so that guard has wandered off. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is go speak to Kinesh, I think that's what our father called him. Let's go speak with him.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer, and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
Now here we took two speech just for this reason, so we can pass the speech check, because we are not strong enough to fight him yet. And I honestly don't know what this option does, but no matter what option you pick here with Kunesh, you're going to lose influence with him anyway.
Look, I know things aren't easy. Your wife ran off, booze is dear these days, and you're as much use as a square wheel. It's no wonder you're short of coin. But a debt's a debt, and I can't leave here without something.
If I had anything to give, I'd give it. But I've got nothing, so leave me in peace, all of you. And don't come back.
Okay, so now we did it that way. So now we walk into his house here, and we look at that chest, his chest, and it'll give us
A locked chest. I'll need a lockpick to get into that. Fritz might have one.
there. So now we can get lockpicks. And then the next quest we're going to activate is right here.
Hey, Pip, do you want to learn something? Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
That was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when a son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. The world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Yes, but there's something I need to do first.
All right, I'll wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
Okay. Now the other quest we need to activate is this one. So I will be right back with you after the cutscene.
You can't be serious, Dutch.
insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope
God be with
is
you,
opposed
Henry.
to your king.
I'm with you,
And so
Matthew.
are such lords as
What's going on
Henry
here?
of Rosenberg.
Deutsch is
Even
spouting
the
shit.
Austrian Dukes Albrecht
What?
and
Just
Wilhelm
listen and you'll
are
hear
on
for yourself.
Sigismund's side. Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your Diet will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
And don't
and...
forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but...
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do? I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
You're too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory? Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house. You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some tears will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king. So, Hal, are you with us?
Okay, so here we have three options. We can either, I'll do it, but need your help in return, and then they'll help with Kanesh. I'll do it, and then they won't help with him, or I won't do it. No matter what you pick here, you are going to get scolded by your father. So I feel if I'm going to get scolded, then I might as well just do it anyway.
Alright, I'll do it. But then you have to give me a hand with something.
What do you need?
Kunesh owes money to father and doesn't want to pay. I tried talking to him, but he wouldn't listen. I need more than words to get coin out of him, and I can't handle it on my own.
No problem, we'll back you up. Just as soon as we're done plastering Deutsch's house.
I'll be happy to sort out that drunken oaf.
Alright, let's go while Deutsch is still sitting safely in the tavern. Hey!
Listen, there's this locked chest I need to get into.
Really? And only straight not good enough for you anymore?
It's just that someone has something that doesn't belong to him, and I want to take it back.
If you say so. It's not skin off my nose anyway. I've got some lockpicks you can have. But if you get caught, you didn't get them from me.
Never heard of you. Thanks, Fritz.
There, now we can rob the town. And we're also free to do whatever we want, because now I can do all my grinding off camera. We had to activate that quest because then I wouldn't have been able to go to the tavern here and what's not. But let's go to the tavern and talk to Bianca. We're going to get father's ale and we're gonna have to re-get it again later. But she gives us 5 savior snobs, so we have 5 more chances to save our game.
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
Your beauty, of course.
Oh, noble sir, I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
I need ale for father.
As the gentleman wishes.
But wait though, there's a catch. I've no money. Kunnish owes me and he won't pay up.
Leave it to me, but you have to pay me back this evening.
Nah, you're the best girl a man could wish for.
Your father wants a cool one from the cellar, doesn't he? Wait here while I fetch it. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Don't worry, dearest. This evening I'll see you right.
Oh, Hal, I do hope so.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vaniak?
I suppose. He's a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now what would that be?
Your favorite, Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
Henry, I'm glad you stopped by.
There we go. Now we got 8 opportunities to save our game, I believe. Let's check our inventory. Oh, wait, inventory. Oh, yeah, inventory. Go to food, and there. Now we can save our game 8 times. This will come in handy when you're looting the town of its chests. And people will probably say, well, why are you going to rob everyone? Well, I'm going to be honest. This town won't be here much longer. Sorry to say. Little spoiler there. But if you don't do it now, then everything that's here is lost for good. So we got the 2 quests activated I wanted to do, and now we're gonna run up to our house here, and we will call this a video. That way I can get to grinding out some of our stats to make the game a little bit easier after we continue this story. So we will save our game here. Save and exit. Are you sure? Yes. If you use that feature, then it will not take your save your snaps. And we will call it a video here, guys. I am Big Dog Gaming, and we will be back with you as soon as we get ourselves leveled up a bit. So until then, take care, and God bless.